what we about to move into right now is Ain't Shit Shenanigans. Ain't Shit Shenanigans is our drinking game that we perform on the show. Or if you could pass me that bowl with these names in it. Yep. And we're going to need some shots poured up. So the way this game is going to go, we've been talking about, Usher giving out the Herpes. We've been talking about Kanye smashing. We've been talking about all of this stuff. So the name of this game is called Thot Bop.
Oh, Lord.
All right? Thot Bop.
Hey.
So the way this game works, I got some names inside of a dish here. And the way that it's going to work, I'm going to have T and Bree. I'm going to play too. But the way the game is going to work is I'll name a famous thot. Or not I'll name. We'll pick a name out of here. Okay. It'll be a famous thot on here.
Okay.
What you have to do is you have to name somebody that they've been linked with. Okay. So if I do it, I'm going to say, like, if I pick it up and it's like Justin Bieber. I'm going to say the thot is Justin Bieber. The next answer going to be, I might say Selena Gomez. The next person is Bree. Bree got to say somebody Selena Gomez was linked with.
Okay, I got you. Like,
so you might say like The Weeknd, right?
Okay.
So then after The Weeknd, T got to say...
what if I don't know who's there?
Then that's how you lose.
Right,
you gotta keep the chain working. You playing, Bryan? You want to play?
For sure.
Yeah,
Come
no
on,
doubt, no doubt.
All right, so Engineer Bryan gonna play. Bryan is officially in the podcast now.
You sit there and gave me a drink. You gave me a drink. I'm extra talking.
So Bryan is officially in the podcast now. But whoever breaks the chain has to take a shot. The person at the end of the game who has taken the least shots win.
Okay.
And last podcast, Bree didn't use her 3 shots that she had to
I didn't. And I
deliver.
feel like, I should have a second chance at using these shots. Thank you very much. But,
I
can't call it.
Wrong. It's a new day. You missed your chance.
New day.
But the person get 3 shots to deliver to whomever, whenever they want throughout the podcast. And they also get to be the champ of the day. Do y'all understand how the game goes?
Yes.
All right. So I'm going to go first. Just so we can start it off.
Wait, we going around like this?
Yeah, we're going to go there. We're going to go this way. We're going to go this way. So you got to keep the pace. If you stutter, you wait too long, you done broke the chain. And so you got to take a shot, all right? Y'all ready?
Yeah.
They wiping their brows up in here, man.
My unarched brows.
Hey, I'm
all right. My thought is Nick Cannon. I'm going to go with Mariah Carey.
And I'm going to go with... as far as
you out, bro. You out. I just gave you the rules. Boom. Right. No, you gotta go with somebody Mariah Carey been with. Yeah. It's a change. It's a change.
I would have lost anyway.
Yeah. You gotta take a shot. That was quick.
Who was Mariah Carey? I'm trying to think.
I don't know.
The billionaire.
Eminem. I should have said Eminem.
She done been with Eminem.
She was?
She was linked to him.
But they could be linked to the person.
They got to be linked to the person.
Confirmation. Okay.
We don't have confirmation on nobody, really.
But Nick Cannon and Mariah Carey were married.
That's new
information.
That's
confirmation. You know what I'm saying? I thought they had to...
It had to be linked some way in the media that they've been with this person.
Okay. All
right. Got it. He done took a shot. Let's go.
Yeah, you could have said Eminem or Tommy Mottola or, whoever. All right. Pull your name.
Gotcha.
Shit.
They scared up in here. Y'all play at home. Play at home.
Black China.
Tiger.
Nope. He got to go first. He got to say the thought and then he got to go.
Okay.
So you probably just gave him his answer. So go ahead.
No, I was actually going to say Rob Kardashian.
Rob Kardashian, go.
Megan from Bad Girls Club.
I don't even know who that is, so I'm going to take my shot.
You got to take it.
I don't know.
Rose with Megan.
That shit had me. He said Rose. I was like, yo. Megan from Black Girls Club.
And
she was recently linked to her. They said that they was fucking around. Yeah. For the listeners out there. They said that they were fucking around. Little T, maybe in case you missed it. However, they claimed after like days of the rumor flying around that they were not fucking around. They had met. But that's all up for
we gonna let that fly because I did hear that too. You ready, T?
Let me take this. I don't even know who Megan is.
Oh, Megan
Me
from
neither.
Bengals.
Like
Megan
I'm
was
like,
also
she coulda made
on.
that
Megan was
I'll be in
also
the team.
on Basketball Wives or something.
Yeah, she was on Basketball.
She was on Basketball
but only
Wives.
for like one season, I think.
Yeah.
Megan, what?
All right,
She was
you
on
ready?
What is her last name? I don't remember her last name. Megan.
It ain't good.
Megan.
No.
Megan James.
James, I think
Megan
it is
James.
James.
Megan James. Megan James. All right, you ready, Bree?
I am ready. Okay. Let me grab a
This
little-
podcast still running
So
on.
I'ma
We were supposed to
call
have it short
I
today.
know. I'm gonna call the person and then
The
call
thought
who they
is,
feeling
say the
with.
thought is,
Okay.
and you say the name, then it's
The
on you.
thought is Ray J, so I'm going to call Kim Kardashian.
Chris Humphries.
Oh! You bitch ass nigga for that.
Yes, take this shot, nigga.
That was
Good
good.
thinking.
That was good.
Quick thinking.
That's good because I really thought you was gonna go with like
Kanye.
Kanye.
I know you did.
Anybody?
How
Chris
many
Humphries.
people?
I know you
Listen,
did.
didn't nobody like Chris Humphries but her.
Yeah.
So damn, all right, T.
Damn.
You better be glad this ain't counterclockwise.
Hey, everybody gotta take a
Anybody
shot.
got Uno reverse? Cause I'm feeling the way. I'm feeling the way out this.
Hey, go ahead.
All right, go ahead.
Bree the only one ain't take no shot yet. All right.
That's true.
Ooh. The thought is,
J-Lo, I'm gonna go with P. Diddy.
hey, Cassie.
Hey, shit.
Boom shot.
Take
You could've
this
went with
shot.
Ryan Leslie.
You said Diddy?
I said
said
Diddy, Cassie. Then you supposed to say somebody who linked
No,
to
I
Cassie.
was so glad it was
Somebody
him.
was linked to
'cause
Cassie.
I don't know anybody that was linked to Cassie. I can't.
Oh,
think of one
Ryan
person.
Leslie.
I didn't know that.
Brian Leslie.
Yeah.
The singer.
The singer.
Yeah, no, I know
Yeah.
Brian
He
Leslie.
was
Yes, I
fucking
never
with-
know he was with
Yeah, he was with her first. She
I
was
didn't-
young. He
I
didn't
had
know
no
he and R.
idea.
Kelly on the low too.
No,
He
hold on,
done-
wait a minute.
He done fuck with a lot of underage girls.
I'm talking about like when she came out with her first single.
She
Ryan
was
Leslie
in
was
you.
linked to her then?
Yeah.
First, yeah, Diddy came
Before
second.
Diddy. Before
Yeah,
Diddy.
she, yeah, take that shot, my man.
Damn, all right.
I didn't know. I would have been drinking.
Is my go again? All right,
All right, you ready? Listening up.
y'all putting them back in?
No, I kept mine.
I think he did because this was Black China.
Oh yeah, my bad.
It's all good. The thought is Stevie J. I'm gonna make it easy for you and go Faith.
Jocelyn.
Mimi.
Melissa.
Oh, you a bitch, bro. You a bitch.
Yo,
You do that.
He's gonna trust Nico. What happened to Nico? Oh, Nico would have been hard too, though.
No, she's. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Who you said? You said
Melissa.
Melissa. I could have went Arian.
Oh, you could have.
I could have went Arian. Damn. Nah, T good at this.
Yeah.
Fuck T.
Hey.
Everything she stand for as a crew, as an organization.
Go ahead and take this shot, buddy. Go ahead and take this shot. Go ahead and take this shot.
That was good. That was good.
That was a good one. That was a pretty decent one.
That was a decent one. The thought
Did
is.
you put yours back in here?
Did I?
Yeah, Stevie J, right?
Oh damn!
So
Yeah,
you gotta say who the thought
I got
is
so
and say who they
distraught.
linked to.
I threw it back in there. The thought is.
The thought is Amber Rose.
Go. That should be easy. She a hub.
Oh, Kanye West.
Kim Kardashian.
Ray J.
Princess.
Tiger.
No.
Take this shot. Take this shot, bro.
Yo, I commend the effort though. No, I commend his effort.
And he said that shit chill.
Because
Like,
it's really like that far off, even though it ain't
Yeah,
accurate. But
yeah.
because I was like, no.
he said it chill too. Like we was about to buy it.
Yes.
All right, we got 2 more rounds to go. That's Bree and T.
Lord.
That's you and her, because it's already been to me twice.
Okay. Oh, okay. All right.
Don't let Bree win again.
Yeah, she ain't
Don't
even
let
no
Bree
shot.
win again. We gotta stomp her, man.
I'm
She
a
won last
competitor,
podcast.
yo. Competitor. Okay.
You are a competitor, Aki.
Fuck. Taylor Swift. I'm gonna go with Calvin Harris.
Ooh.
I don't know who Calvin Harris is. I have no idea who Calvin Harris is.
I don't know.
Who the fuck is that?
Taylor
I
Swift.
like
Who the fuck is?
The white people.
Yes! This equal opportunity
Hey.
popping.
Look. We gotta.
Calvin
Look.
Harris is also. You would would not know because, to be honest, I don't know anybody who was linked.
I know
Calvin John Mayer was linked to Taylor Swift. Calvin Harris, he's also a musician.
But it's who was linked to Calvin Harris.
Yes.
Who the fuck is that?
He an EDM producer.
Yes, he is.
All right,
he's
so
a
look.
producer, yes.
Oh, you getting that?
Next we gotta have a real nigga contest. I don't know about these white people, dog.
Anybody I would have said, no one would have got that. If I would have said John Mayer, no one would have known. You know
we wouldn't know.
I mean, not no one.
Because John Mayer had bodies and he should have been in there. Like, John Mayer had bodies. He didn't even smash Rihanna, didn't he?
He may have smashed me.
Oh, hey, look, I just want to give an apology for the last podcast because I said that Rihanna was connected to Colin Kaepernick and it was Matt Kemp, and they are two different types of physical features.
That's what I meant to
say. So I apologize for that. I'm not always right. Most of the time I am, though, people. But this time, I just want to apologize to Ree because...
Sorry, Matt Kemp.
Yeah, because Matt Kemp is fine.
No shade, Colin, but Matt Kemp is fine.
You actually corrected yourself.
I did
on that podcast.
Oh,
you good.
Oh, you said
that's
I was like, hold on, maybe
not. Everybody did the research, and you was like, all right.
Everybody was like, no, hold on, bitch. Like, I don't even think Ree went there, and Ree go places.
Yeah, she could go there with me.
All right, we back at it. The thought is,
oh, this is easy. Kim K. I'm gonna go with Ray J again. Did we do this already?
No.
Kim K is just a major hub, and she comes up in a whole lot of conversation.
Kim K, I'm gonna go with Ray J.
All right, I'm gonna go with Lil Kim.
Rob cut. I mean, all right. So wait a minute.
Damn, Bryan, take this fucking.
You're out, Bryan. Bryan, you volunteered to play.
Our audio engineer is done for the night.
I'm answering from.
The engineer is out, bro.
No, all right.
Listen, you gotta go with the person that the last person was linked to. Not the hub.
Oh, okay, yeah.
So Ray J was linked to Lil Kim when they had Wait a Minute and all that. You was supposed to say Biggie. You was supposed to say
all right.
some shit like that.
Let me get another chance.
Game over, my nigga. The game is over. Take your shot.
He took a shot.
Take a shot. The game. He didn't take for that. All right, so I had 2 shots. I think you had 1 billion shots.
I would have said.
I have not taken one yet. So.
Fuck. All right, Bree.
For all you listeners out there, Bree is the reigning champion. This is the second podcast so far. Anybody want to come out here and test? Let's do it.
Hey, she a competitor. She done won twice. She has won twice. 2 days.
I think I might have lucked out with this round.
She's in a good
She has won twice, man. All right, good shit. For Ain't Shit Shenanigans, man. That was fun. We gonna move on to Ain't Shit in 2 Cents. That's where we read our listener letters. And people who want some type of advice or need some type of questions asked. If you need any advice from people who clearly drink a lot and are very opinionated, please write in to TheAintShxtShow at gmail.com, and shit is spelled with the X where the I would be. I'm gonna kick it over to Bree to start with the first question that you have for the group.
Okay, so letter number 1. Oh, this one is about love. So all you lovebirds out there, let us know what you think.
This is the quiet storm. All you lovebirds out there.
AintShxtShow.com.
Hey,
let's get it.
If you ain't shit, you looking for love, call us up.
Yes.
This is the quiet storm. Go ahead.
Okay. The question is, why is love so hard to obtain in today's society? It's not respected or even sought after anymore, and I really don't understand why.
And who wrote that letter in?
This is from Sincerely Tired, signed Tired. I guess you're tired.
I think that unfortunately the time that we live in with social media and things like that, people don't want to use more energy than a DM really. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
Like people don't want, and it's a sad thing because I still believe in it. You know what I'm saying? I believe in, obtaining love the organic way and going out and meet people. But nowadays I feel like it's love, right?
Yeah.
So you either on some type of dating site, you either going through Facebook, your mama and them getting hooked up on Facebook, people sliding in people's DMs, and it's just like, before your universe was very small.
Right.
So you had to go out, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
You had to go out and meet people and introduce yourself and do all of that shit. But today, if we can't do it by our phones,
we don't want to do it.
We don't want to do it. And it's really a sad thing, you know what I'm saying? But I do feel like the people who looking for it the old-fashioned way, you just gotta find other people who's looking for it.
Right.
You know,
I agree.
The old-fashioned way, because right now it's just really like a smash and grab type world. You know, we living in. What you thinking, T?
I just feel like no one is authentic anymore, right?
Yeah.
Because like you said, social media makes it hard. Everybody wants attention, so it's really hard to find love because there's too many options out there. It's too many options. So a person
is only as faithful as their options.
Hey, I'm trying to tell you, and in fact, like it's so hard to just find a genuine person that you could connect with because everybody want to be chose. Nobody faithful out here in these streets. Mm-hmm. That's just what it is. But it's really hard trying to find love, and I'm grateful that I'm in a relationship and I found love. I love you. Shout out to my baby. I love you. Hey, but no.
It's harmonized.
No, but it's serious out here. But even people who want to force love, that's another thing. You got to be patient too. You can't force it. You can't just settle with someone just because they fit this criteria, right? So then once you find out who they are, then you upset, you hurt. So you have to be patient. You can't force it. It's never too old to find love either. So you could be a certain age and actually find that person. So don't force it.
What you think,
I agree. I agree with both. I think with the advent of social media, people are impatient. They want something quick and fast. They want fast food love, and it does not work that way. I think that it is very rare to find people who have not cheated or who don't cheat or have never been cheated on, and I have been cheated on.
We all
but
have.
I think that in 2017, with so much access to the options, I think the options have always been there. I think now we have access to all of the options that it makes people feel like, well, they have shiny ball syndrome. Oh, this is shiny, but this is shinier.
Right.
And this is shiny, but this is shinier. And people have shiny ball syndrome. And I think for me personally, I feel like it all boils down to what you value, what your value system is, what your moral code is. And that's not to say that we all have the same moral code. I don't know any two people with the same moral code. However, as far as a relationship is concerned, you need to be with someone who has the same moral code as you. But I do think that is very rare nowadays because cheating and being the side chick and all that stuff, it is very acceptable nowadays. And people, even if you feel like something is wrong, there is pressure from other people who feel like, well, it's okay, it's acceptable nowadays. So it's acceptable to do those things. When the reality is, none of that shit acceptable, y'all. However, I'm not perfect as well. I have done things that are wrong. You know what I mean?
Curly.
Right. However, it's not acceptable, and I don't think people should delude themselves into thinking that what you're doing is right or okay. It's not right or okay, except that it's shitty, and this is the Ain't Shit Show, so that's what we do.
Hey.
But accept that it's shitty and move on. However, also be honest with people about where you're coming from too, right? So if you're entering something with somebody, let them know what's good. Right. You know what I mean? Probably they don't even expect it to be anything like it was 10 years ago or even fucking 5 years ago. It's different now,
Yeah. So. Yeah. You got to give a person that option, you know what I'm saying? You got to keep it 100 with them, let them know. If you are in a relationship, if you got somebody at home, you owe the person that you cheating with to let them know, look, this is what it is. Like, I got a man or a female at home, and they come first. Yeah. You're secondary. You might not even be secondary. You know what I'm saying? You might just be when I feel like hitting you up. So like you just gotta know your place, but you gotta keep it 100 with them too as well.
New games, new rules.
Hey.
Yeah, I feel like you become instantly gratified with your DMs. You get a lot of as a beautiful woman, you're going to have a lot of guys in your DMs. You dig what I'm saying? Like, so if
or a lot of girls in your DMs.
Exactly. So back in the olden days, so you wouldn't have that. It's like if you going through something, it's just like that's between you and your spouse, rather than like if you going through something, you start posting this person, the guy, even me, I'll be what's going on with you and your dude? I see you stop posting. You
know what I'm saying? You're gonna want to know.
Pictures are deleted.
Yeah, so I'm able to recognize that. You see what I'm saying? So you're instantly gratified with that. You're like, all right, well, I'm getting attention from this person, right? And then like when if we talking about the intrinsic nature of a woman wanting attention, like. And I'm giving that to you, you know what I'm saying, through my DM, you're kind of more susceptible to kind of bite on the bait that I'm giving. You see what I'm saying? So
I agree with that.
like that's what I would say. I would honestly agree with all y'all as far as social media goes. Like I'm easily able to.
It ain't just numbers. It's not your house phone.
Right.
Now it's like, oh, his friends got access to you because they might not have your number, but they got your Instagram.
Right.
So they DMing you.
Right.
So before it was like, nah, like I don't have no reason to have my significant other's friends' numbers. Or my significant other's friends' addresses.
Right.
Now all it takes is a DM when somebody knows shit ain't going right in your relationship and they hit you with the DM. The constant contact with each other is probably not a good thing. We're too accessible.
You're too accessible.
That's exactly why, I don't post people that I'm seeing on my Instagram, and some people get offended by that, but you can be with it or not. You know what I'm saying? Like I think that what I want to say to this person is like, you're not the only person that feel this way. You just got to get up with somebody who feel the same way, that you feel. And if a person ain't willing to put in a little bit of energy to get you, that's on both ends. That ain't mean you just sit there and you just wait for somebody to come sweep you off your feet. You got to do your work as well. But there are people out there who still believe in love, but you can't be out here like, I'm looking for one thing, and then you are hitting up people that clearly believe in something different, and you thinking that you going to change that person. You know what I'm saying? Like, fuck boys and fuck girls is out here all day. You know what I'm saying? So don't be in the motherfucking DMs that's a regular person, got fucking 10,000 followers. They trying to fuck. You know what I'm saying? And don't think that you gonna come and Mary Poppins them out of being a person that wanna fuck. You could be a great person, but I'm not about to put in a lot of energy for you. Right. And it's a million other motherfuckers like you. You know what I'm saying? So my personal advice to Tyre is to, listen, keep going about life how you going about life. And also, when you meet somebody, don't be ready to marry them as soon as you meet them. Right. Because that scare people off. You know what I'm saying? No, me personally, I'm not about to marry you. I'm not about to be in your DMs either. Right. You know what I'm saying? So you need to find somebody that's kind of in the middle, because you're going to scare people off one way or another.
And be open.
Be open.
I do think we should be open. Everyone has things that they're attracted to and stuff like that, but there is no substitute for energy.
Yeah.
You have an energy or a chemistry with someone, regardless of what they give off. And I'm not saying, but if you're around them and you feel something, you feel some energy, be open to the energy. You know what I mean?
All right. What's the next letter, Bree?
Okay, letter number 2. Do we subconsciously try to find fault in beautiful things or foreign feelings?
All right, we just did our deep thought.
It's deep. That's a deep question.
Thought pause. We were actually talking about this a few weeks ago. I forgot who the crew we were talking about that with. But people love familiar misery than something that's unfamiliar. You know what I'm saying? You wonder why your homegirl keep going back to that same fucked up relationship, because she knows it. She knows what's about to happen. You know what I'm saying? And some people don't want to put their energy into something new and some other shit happen. You know what I'm saying? So I think, like, for myself, when it comes to like dating, like I'm a prime example. Like, just because of the person I am, I meet you, we talk, we go out, whatever, and I'm figuring out like what's the shit I can't deal with, so I can know. I'm not saying like, oh, what make them so dope I should fuck with them. I'm thinking about like what make them fucked up so that I can't deal with them. because that make it a little bit more easier. You know what I'm saying? Like, you like a pleasant surprise. So I really do think sometimes, and I'm a prime example of that, people do look for faults because everything that glitters ain't gold, right? So you're like, oh, you too good. You know what I'm saying? I had people tell me that. Like, you seem like you too good. What's your fuck shit? Don't get me wrong. I got fuck shit. Everybody. But I do try to put my best foot forward. You know what I'm saying? When I'm trying to date somebody or I'm interested in somebody. What y'all think?
Well, I feel like complacency is real, right? You can get complacent. I was with my ex for 7 years and I didn't do it intentionally. It was like unintentional. I stayed with her and I knew it was not going to work. Like, I just knew, but I saw things in her. I'm like, yo, we can work through this, blah, blah, blah. I wanted it to work, but at the same time, I knew, like, deep down it wasn't, but I was complacent. I was comfortable. I didn't want to go and learn someone else over new, because it's harder to learn somebody else, right?
Word.
You've been with somebody for 7
That's
years.
Real. That's real.
So you with somebody 7 years, I'm like, okay, cool, we can work through this. But at the end of the day, like, I knew deep down, like, I wasn't in love with her. Like, why was I forcing it, right? But I was complacent as fuck. And that's real. That's what most relationships, a lot of people are complacent. They just won't admit it. They've been with their spouse or their loved ones 5, 10, 15, 20 years, and they just stuck in this place. You know what I'm saying? And they stay there instead of both of them coming to each other like, hey, let's have this talk. But they rather stay there because they're too scared to move on and to be accepted by somebody else. They scared to get hurt by somebody else. So they just stay there. So I don't know.
That's real.
That's
real,
what happens.
What's y'all thoughts?
I think my interpretation of the question was actually a little different. So,
okay.
It says, do we subconsciously try to find fault in beautiful things or foreign feelings? And I'm sorry, Tyria G. I forgot to say that this question was posed by Tyria G. And I'm gonna give a few different examples. I think that people try to find fault in beautiful women, physically beautiful women. Right. I think people try to find fault in people who are just beautiful spirits, you know. However, I think it's impossible for anything that's beautiful to not be ugly as well.
Right.
So part of that I do agree with, that people probably do try to subconsciously find fault in beautiful things, whether it's a new person that you meet and you're like, oh, this spirit is beautiful, or it's a beautiful woman who is explicitly beautiful and you're like, she all right, you know, she's beautiful, sweetheart, or guy, you know, she's beautiful, stop it. So I think some of it comes from a little bit of insecurity with people, not wanting to give props where props are due. However, I do think that part of it is some people just don't like to be realistic. Some people like to think that just because it's beautiful, it can't be ugly. I don't care how beautiful something is, whether it be a beautiful spirit, whether it be a beautiful face. There is something ugly about it. Right. Okay. Now, me personally, like I said, Fresh calls me, you know, cynical and pessimistic. However, I would rather know the ugly before I know the beautiful. Okay. I can see that you're beautiful, or I can see that we have a chemistry, but I'd probably rather know the ugly first, because then I know that I can like the beautiful, or like, you know, whatever it is, in spite of the ugly. So I think that people need to stop thinking that just because something is beautiful, that it's not ugly. Everything beautiful out here has ugly. It has ugly components, because we are imperfect beings. So a beautiful spirit has an ugly spirit. A beautiful woman has an, you know, it's all ugly. So what you need to know is whether or not you can take the ugly with the beauty. You know what I mean? But I do agree that, yeah, for the most part, people probably do try to find something ugly in the beautiful. But it's there. Whether or not you can see it, it's fine. But the ugly doesn't take away from the beautiful, and the beautiful don't take away from the ugly.
It's all about finding somebody who bullshit works with your bullshit. Yeah. Right. Everybody got bullshit. Everybody. It's nobody out here without bullshit. It's about who bullshit play well together. Right. My bullshit might not play well with this person bullshit, but me and this other person is a match made in heaven. You know what I'm saying? Because of what we're willing to deal with or what we care about.
I would say the operative word is fault. To find like fault in beautiful things or foreign feelings, if you know, to be 100, and even using that phrase, I mean, like, nothing is really necessarily 100%, right? Word. So you kind of it's the fear of something being 100% and you treating it as such. So like, if I feel like, yo, this person is just 100 towards me and what I look for as a spouse, then I'm kind of playing myself, really. You know what I'm saying? If I feel that way, I'm kind of playing myself. It's a fairy tale. That's how we perceive it. So, like, just to re-say the question, like, if we was to subconsciously try to find fault in beautiful things or foreign feelings, it's our nature as humans to find that. Like if something is just too good to be true, we gonna find something wrong. We kind of like, all right, look, what's going on? Like, cause that's that's
our nature.
It's unhuman. Yeah. Like we don't even believe in that. Like if you was to meet somebody and it was just A1, you instantly start, because you already see what's good about them. You start to try to find the bad, because you like, all right, look, man, this is crazy. Right. That's just not human like. Mm-hmm. You dig what I'm saying? So
I agree with you.
I would say that.
I think, and I don't know if this question is even touching on this point, but I just want to go here for a second. Like, when you talk about like the foreign feelings type thing, you know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like sexuality is fluid. Mm-hmm. And you might be feeling something about somebody that you don't normally feel, you know what I'm saying? And I think that you got to be true to yourself and explore whatever it is, you know what I'm saying, that you don't feel. It could be interracial. It could be, it's a lot of different things that is considered not the norm. I say, look, if it feel good to you and everybody is consenting and of age, R. Kelly, if everybody's consenting and of age, I say go with it. You know what I mean? Try it out. Do whatever, you want to do, and you only get one life. So for you to be happy, do that. If the feeling is foreign and you worried about people judging you or whatever, first of all, there is discretion. So you ain't got to tell everybody who the fuck you fucking. Right. Second of all, you know what I'm saying, you get one life. People live their lives exactly how they feel like they should. If you living your life for somebody else, I feel sorry for you. Right. Because you're going to look back on it and you're going to be leaning to the left looking at somebody you don't even want to be with.
And don't be afraid to feel. Let me tell you something about judgment. Okay?
She about to lay this down. I see it in her eyes. Lay it down.
Judgment. People always interpret judgment as a bad thing. People forget that if I say, "Oh, you have a great personality," that's also a judgment. People only have an issue if it's a negative judgment. True. So I low key want people to stop saying they don't want to feel judged, because you have no problem feeling judged when it's a good judgment. You only have a problem feeling judged when it's a bad judgment. True. And the reality is, no one has the authority to judge you.
Word, okay? But God.
No one can judge you for anything. Your parents cannot judge you for anything. So what I want our listeners to know is that people only have the power that you give them. I never feel judged. I never use the word judge. You will never hear Bree say Bree felt judged, because I don't feel judged by anybody. You can't judge me, okay? But also, like I said, don't take judging as a form of like negativity, because a positive judgment is also a judgment. A judgment is coming to a conclusion about something. Right. So if you do want to use the word, for our listeners, be prepared to accept the good with the bad. Don't be prepared to accept the good judgments people have about you or what you interpret as a judgment, but not accept the bad. But also, you live your life for you. That's it. That's it. Like, no one can tell you what your feelings are, or what you should do or what you should not do. So don't give people out here the power to make you feel judged. Like I said, I don't believe in it anyway. Yeah. But don't give them the power to make you feel judged. That's my Lord. Yeah.
Hey, preach. Hey, she laid that down. But that's true. But Bree been dropping keys today.
All day.
So we're going to go into this last listener letter. What you got, Bree?
Yes. Okay. Listener letter number 3. Oh, this is a good one. Okay. Like Amber Rose and 21 Savage, would you date someone that much your junior? Also, is being the side chick, side nigga, whatever you want to call it, men or women, ever okay? And this is signed by Chelsea. So thank you, Chelsea.
Chelsea. What was the first question?
Would you date someone that much your junior in regards to like Amber Rose and 21 Savage?
Yeah, so I think Amber Rose and 21 Savage have about a 10-year degree of difference in their age. Because I've been in the danger zone. You know what I mean? I've been in the danger zone. Keep it 100. But it's a maturity level.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because, you know, in the words of the Pied Piper and Aaliyah, age ain't nothing but a number. However, you don't want to, listen, here's my thing about age, right? If y'all sitting around and y'all don't know shit about the same kind of periods of time, if y'all can't have conversation, then that's a problem, right, in my opinion. Like, you're a 50-year-old man messing with a 20-year-old woman. That's purely sex. Ain't nothing you can tell me to make me believe that you messing with a 21-year-old ain't purely about
like
sex.
Two generational
you know what I'm saying?
Differences.
Like, if we can talk about some of the same shit, like even while we been talking to Bryan here, you know what I'm saying? It's some shit he like, damn, like I ain't even know that. You know what I'm saying? And that's fine because he's at a maturity level where he like, damn, I ain't even know that.
Right.
But if we laying around chilling, I feel like you're supposed to be at your most chill, your most vulnerable, your whatever with the person that you in a relationship with. You know what I'm saying? So if I'm telling you like, yo, remember when TLC came out and this song was popping, you like, who the fuck is that? Nah, we shouldn't be talking. You know what I mean? Like, we just shouldn't be talking. You know what I'm saying? Like, if we don't share something, because I feel like a generation, how long is a generation? Is it 10 years or 20 years?
So it's about 15 years.
Yeah, like if y'all can share things in common where you don't see the age difference, I feel like it's okay.
Right.
But if you constantly, you know, looking like, like what the fuck are you talking about? Or you constantly having to explain how life was in 1990, like I personally feel like that's a problem. I wouldn't. That's a lot right there. What y'all thinking?
I feel like it's okay to a certain extent, right? So I'm 34. So 10 years my junior will be 24, right? You said 10 years, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So when that means 10 years forward, I'll be 44, and then they'll be 34. So I look at it like the older I get, like another 10 years, they ain't gonna be looking at me the same. So and I'm looking at it more of a selfish thing for me, right? Cause I'm a selfish ass nigga. Just keep it 100. So I'm a
shit show.
Yeah. Hey, I'm a
ain't shit show.
So I'm gonna date you when it benefits me, right? And right now, 34, I date a 24-year-old because it will benefit me, right? Right now, but prolonging it 10 years later than around be 44, I ain't gonna be wanting to go out with you, sweetheart. You 34, you still gonna go out. You still gonna be looking young. I'm 44 years old now. I'm trying to chill. I'm trying to chill in the house. Then fast forward another 10 years, I'm 50 fucking 4. You see what I'm saying? I just feel like it will not work or benefit me. It will not work in my favor. So I would not look at it long term. It will only be a short term thing.
Gotcha.
You know what I'm saying?
I agree with what T said for the most part. I think it depends on what you're looking for.
Yeah.
But I also think it depends on the maturity of the older person as well. I know a few people who are in their 30s dating 24-year-olds, and if you're looking for them just for, you know, whatever, and that's cool, then that's fine.
Because their body's gravity ain't hit them yet.
If your mentality
still
is
holding
a 35-year-old is a 25-year-old, then you probably have so much in common, right? Because really, mentally, you 10 years younger than you should be anyway. I'm just saying, I've seen it from a couple different standpoints. Personally, for me, I don't think I could date someone that younger than me because if I'm going to date someone, for the most part, I'm going to be looking for a future. And at 22 years old, you're probably fresh out of college, sweetheart. I've been through college, grad school. I have a career now. I am looking for someone I can build with, not someone I can, you know what I mean? You have so much further to go as far as what you need to accomplish. At this point in life, I'm looking for someone who has a home, who has certain things that you're just not going to have at 22, which is fine. I didn't have those things at 22. But at 32, I can't look at a 22-year-old and say, oh, this is great for me to have because you don't have shit.
Yeah.
Okay. Now, let's say some different scenario. Let's say you Mark Zuckerberg at 22.
Right.
Okay? And you have all these things and you also have a mature mentality. Okay.
Right.
Perhaps I could make exceptions.
There are outliers, right?
Right. There's always going to be an anomaly, right?
Right.
But generally speaking, I probably would never date someone 10 years my junior.
Yeah.
For me, knowing my personality, it probably just would not work. I can't have the same conversations with you at 22 that I could have with my friends like you guys. Mm-hmm. But there are, like you said, there's anomalies.
We are old friends.
It depends. It depends on what you look at.
I think Bryan's pretty mature for be 23.
No, he's
definitely for sure.
Definitely say that it definitely.
And he's a guy, so it's totally different.
Yeah, it's a shock. It's a shock.
Because their goal is to be with younger women, right?
But I would definitely.
But you 24, so a lot younger. 23 is like high school.
I would definitely.
It's middle school.
I would definitely.
She got a fidget spinner. His bitches got fidget spinners.
No. Crazy.
Go ahead, Bryan. Bryan.
Like real talk, I believe it depends on perspective. Right. So if even you, like, if you choose me, I have to understand your perspective. Like, if you choose me, I understand your perspective on life. Right. And out of my perspective, I know exactly what your perspective is. Because I honestly, with women, I automatically, and this is just me, I believe women are a direct reflection of the nigga that she fucking.
Word.
Right? So if you know that I'm like this intellectual being and you with me and you claiming me as your man, I know like okay, not only do you view my perspective different, but I understand your perspective just off of being with me. Right, if that makes sense. So
That's
so
true.
Yeah, so if we really like talking like if it's a young girl, let's say if it's a girl and I
what's the youngest girl you'll date?
The youngest girl I would date is at this age I would definitely have to say 18. It would be legally like 18.
Yeah. Word.
Yeah,
I mean, that's understandable. I got you.
Yeah.
We're not looking at you as a Pied Piper Junior.
Right. Yeah. So and even then she would have to have a perspective that I find interesting. Right. Like it's not, to me, there's nothing more attractive than a woman with perspective. Right. Because as a woman, right, like you don't have to be interesting because you could be a bum, but if you pretty, I'm willing to give you the world. You understand what I'm saying? So
that's been there, done that, didn't work.
Yeah, so you don't have to be interesting, but if you have a perspective, like if you have like just a way that you view the world that I find interesting, then yeah, like I can see about you. You know what I'm saying? But like I definitely believe that the whole thing revolves around how you view that person and how that person views you, because you just can't be no average Joe. Like Jay-Z is not about to be with Beyonce if Beyonce was just some up and coming artist.
Yeah, he wouldn't be with Tinashe.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Facts, yeah. But Beyonce is a well established artist and she has been a leader of a group, no matter if her family put her there or whatnot, but he's able to. He's
a guy with ambition and he can see that in her. So although they have that disparity in the age, you know what I'm saying? Like Beyonce got her shit together.
Facts.
Right.
Exactly. So
you're looking for somebody who, basically, you need to look for somebody who complements your swag.
Yeah, it's
on
your level.
If age plays a part in that, then it plays a part in that.
Yeah.
If it doesn't play a part in that, then I wouldn't say limit your pool, but definitely be with somebody who complements whatever you into and whatever. You know, you have going on.
It's more conducive. Jay-Z is going. It's more conducive on all like in all facets for him to be with Beyonce. Collectively, they worth $1 billion. She's obviously a smart.
That's enough right there. So if you're worth $1 billion, call me, and I'm willing to work it out with you. I really don't even care what you got going on.
I don't care. You could be 18.
Right. If you're an 18-year-old billionaire, call me. Gender is not important. Right. It doesn't matter. But the other part of that question was, is it ever okay to be a slide?
Yes.
So I will lend some perspective on a slide or a side. Slide is the same thing. It basically means that somebody has somebody and you are that other somebody. Because y'all the listeners, I'm going to be completely honest with y'all. You know, I've been in the danger zone. I've been in the danger zone before. First of all, I don't think it's okay, even though I've done it before. I don't think that it's okay because I believe in karma. That's the thing. Like, if you're dealing with somebody who actually has somebody, then I feel like, look, if somebody married, that's 100% off limits. But, people are dating and they have, other people that they dealing with, and they not being completely honest with the person that they laying in the bed with most of the time. And that's not a good thing, and I'm not congratulating that. But I think that at some points in time, in my particular situation, I feel like I kind of rationalized it a little bit. You know what I'm saying? It was kind of like, they ain't really fucking with this person. Kind of like, the married man speech, right? Where they be like, I live with my wife, but I'm with him for the kids. And, what I'm saying? We sleep in separate beds, and I don't even really like her like that, but then she end up pregnant. You like, but you didn't even like her like that. How she end up pregnant?
That shit real.
But, that shit is real. And I think, in my particular situation, I rationalized that, this person presented to me, they weren't really fucking with each other like that, and they live together and whatever. And even though I was like, nah, my mistake was I continued to hang out with this person. Okay. I was initially attracted. Right. You know what I'm saying? But after a while, I'm just like, well, this motherfucker really can't be into this person if they always with me. Right. You know what I'm saying?
And that's when feelings get involved.
You already physically attracted to the person. Exactly. So I can't necessarily say that it was something where it was somebody I was in love with. I knew exactly what was going on. I wasn't in love with him, and I didn't have hopes for being in a relationship with them. You know what I'm saying? However, I did allow myself to be in this situation because I'm like, shit, I don't give a fuck. Like, I ain't fucking, like, I'm not looking to be in a relationship with you. So this is what it is. But I say that it's not a good thing only because of a karma aspect. And I really do believe in karma. But unlike my situation, I feel like a lot of slides and a lot of sides be in hopes that, and these are males and females, don't get it twisted because niggas be having feelings. I feel like a lot of them are in hopes that one day they gonna be the main motherfucker. And that's where you get to, lying to yourself a little bit. What y'all think?
Well, I'm the opposite. I think it's okay. I'm gonna tell you why. And I'm in a relationship, so it's. I think it's okay because I want people to do what they want to do at all times, right? Life is too short. So I want people to always do what they want to do at all times. At whoever expense. I'm sorry, that's just how I feel. Damn, so it's okay. It ain't shit. So it's okay to be the side person, because sometimes the side person is okay for being a side person. They might not want a relationship with you. They might just want to fuck you. So it's not, a lot of times it's not they want to be with you. And I think people get conflicted, like they want to take you from your main. A lot of people don't want, they just want you when they want you, right? Word. They might just want your attention on Monday and Wednesday and fucking Friday. Yeah, for convenience, exactly. So I'm okay with that. Because at the end of the day, if it's so good at home, they shouldn't have you in the first place, right? You know what I'm saying?
So my thing is like, if it wasn't, are you saying right now, like, if it was good at home, you wouldn't be entertaining the slide, like in the general sense of
for sure. If you take it at home base, if you take care of everything at home, I mean, not everything is peaches and cream and perfect, but at the end of the day, if you take care, majority what needs to be taken care of at home, your partner should not be out there anyway with a side piece. You feel me? So,
but are you saying that the reason for the slide is because of the main? The main ain't doing something right, which is causing you to have a slide. The general
it could be both. It could be both. It could be you and the main. Y'all, it's something y'all not doing collectively together where y'all falling apart, and you or your main could be looking at somebody else or talking to somebody else. So when y'all start noticing that, instead of coming together, a lot of people they trick off. You know what I'm saying? They go start fucking with other people on the side. But y'all should come together and acknowledge that and admit that. A lot of people are afraid to have that talk and have that conversation. Right. But it's not the side's fault. That's my whole thing. Like, it's okay to be a side.
But you can't be a side with expectations.
Yeah,
though,
I agree with that. I do agree with that. I do agree with that.
Like, know your role if that's the role you gonna play.
I do agree with that. Yeah, but at the same time, you got these people who fucking with these sides who give them too much. Yes, they give them too much, right?
People do, but at the end of the day, you still need to know you're just a well-treated side.
I honestly believe that every relationship, I'm talking about this even as far as a side relationship, everything is based off of comfortability and convenience. Mm-hmm. So if like a girl who just don't like to get her body count up, she gonna smash her ex or whatever guy she was dealing with because of out of comfortability and convenience. Right. It's just so convenient for her to be with this guy. So I mean, like if I have a side chick, right? I'm not gonna have multiple like sides, like to where it's like fact.
Yeah, so you gotta be able to control the sides.
Yeah, it's going to be to a point where I'm like, okay, this is not Tiger Woods. Like he kind of a little different because he has so much at stake. So I believe he should have went.
Makes more than a single man in the entertainment industry because we can market you.
Yep.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah. Go ahead with your shit. My bad.
Yeah. No, it's all good. But if we just talking about a regular relationship, I really believe that it definitely depends on that because if I'm comfortable with you, if you let's just say hypothetically I'm with some chick, right, and I believe like, oh yeah, this gonna be my wife one day. I hook up with you, I'm like, yo, I actually fuck with you. Mm-hmm. If I'm giving dick to somebody other than my girl, I'm gonna be the girl I fuck with because I'm like, yo, you know what I'm saying? Like it's just that convenience and comfortability that I'm with. You see what I'm saying?
And your girl is the one who know you the best, so she nagging all the time, and the side is the one that's giving you the fantasy.
Right. Exactly. So that's what I'm saying. It definitely depends.
Ain't shit show.
For sure.
So it definitely depends. Like and more so comfortability than convenience. But I just only say convenience because like it's just like because they kind of both run hand in hand. So it's like if I'm comfortable with you, it's more convenient for me to be with you. Right. So that's what I mean. So like I believe that it all is a direct derivative from that.
I got you. I'm with you. You got something to add, Bree?
Yes, I don't think that it is ever okay to be the side bitch. Now, that doesn't mean that I'm above it or anything else. However, if you're going to do it, know that shit is fucked up, it's wrong, and you did some fuck shit and fucking admit to it.
And accept
now,
it.
Personally, accept it. That's my only thing. Don't give me no bullshit story about why it's okay. No, bitch, it ain't, okay? You did that shit anyway for whatever reason. Now, I have never had sex with anyone who's been in a relationship with anybody else. However, would I theoretically? I don't know. Perhaps I would. You know what I'm saying? It's not completely off the table. But I also say I've never cheated as well.
Right.
Okay? So
that's good. You should keep that record, man. Because not a lot of people have that record.
No, I've never cheated.
Wow. A lot of people don't have that record, man.
So my thing is that
I think everybody's cheated.
Yeah.
Right. A lot of people are like, damn, you like.
But it's not.
I think that's good.
Cheated, no, I've never cheated. Right. Yeah. But that doesn't mean that.
But that's because they're more confident.
2 years later, things might not change. I say it in the sense of that you never know.
That is true.
That doesn't mean that I might not rationalize the same shit other people have done. What I'm saying is, up until this point, I have not done it, and no, I will never think it's okay, regardless of if I do it or not.
Exactly. Okay? And that's the thing. Own up to your shit.
Yes, own up to your shit.
You did it. Like I said, I did it. It wasn't the best thing to do.
But I think that human beings completely take out the whole concept of human nature, okay?
Word.
When you are in a relationship, let's look at marriage, right? You are supposed to cut certain things off at a certain point so that you don't get comfortable and convenient with other people. Because as humans, we're going to do that, okay? Word. If you spend 50 years with a person, ain't nobody that's been married 50 years going to tell you they ever always liked that person. Right. Or maybe even always been in love. Because most people I talk to that have been married for 50 years say they fell in and out of love at different cycles, okay?
Word.
So, you know that as humans, that is what we do. Your job is to make sure, because those times happen, that you don't let anybody in the cracks of your relationship to make it be like, ooh, but I don't know, right?
Yeah.
Your job is to cut it off at a certain point, so that, because inevitably, if you don't, you always gonna slip up, because it is the nature of human beings to slip up. Your job, when you say you're committed to someone, is to not take that number. Your job is to cut that shit off before it even starts, because if you let it go and say, oh, well, I'm gonna get the number, but we just gonna be friends.
Yeah.
Oh, well, I'm gonna keep in contact with them, but we just gonna do that. You're not going to do that, because it's really not in our nature as human beings to do that. We grow, we have relationships with people, we get comfortable with people, we like people's personalities. It doesn't mean that you're not in love, but you get in a danger zone when there aren't boundaries. Okay, so you have to have the boundaries, because if it ain't boundaries, you're inevitably going to like somebody else and like them to the point where you might cross those lines.
And the fact that they are different than the motherfucker that's getting on your nerves every day, because anybody who you spent a lot of time with, regardless whether it's your best friend, your boyfriend, your girlfriend, your kids, they gonna get on your nerves eventually, and you run into a person new is always good.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Mentally, what you think new is always good. These niggas is getting hungry. They bringing out all the chips right now. So if y'all hear some crunching or some shit, that's that.
We gotta eat.
But I mean,
good shit.
but if we just to piggyback off what she said, I mean, we actually talking about the semantics of it. I mean, like we would have to go down that deep. Like, as a man, I don't have to. I could be the least bit interested in you, right? But if you walk past me, I'm gonna look, right? Like, if you know what I'm saying? Like, I could be, it's just my nature as a man to be interested in you as a female, right? Not even because
it has a hole in it,
right? Like
that's how y'all operate.
I'm so attracted to women. Let me tell you, it's to a point where like I love women, right? Like
preach.
Yes, to a point where like the beauty of a woman cannot be. If you think about it, universally.
Facts.
Universally, like nobody can like disregard the beauty of a woman. You know what I'm saying? So when I see that, like I could literally act on that, and I would like probably instantly regret it if I'm within a relationship. But that's where the like what I said, comfortability and convenience come in. Like it was just so convenient for me to do that. You know what I'm saying? Like
that's
for
why
me
you don't swap numbers and stuff. That's what I was saying. We gonna look. I'm gonna look, but it's up to me to decide not to swap numbers, not to keep in contact.
But we are victim. But with today's society, we are a victim of circumstance. So, for example, like I noticed, like it was a girl, and I'm just only relating it back to high school just because I can.
That's fine.
But yeah,
like last year.
right. You was just getting free lunch last week.
No, okay. Yeah, but I was saying like, it was a girl that she was with this dude. I'm like, yo, like you would do, like he a bum, like I'm the shit. Why would you be with him? But she was like with me. She like nah, you know what I'm saying. But what I understood was she was a victim of circumstance by being able to be in the same classroom as dude. He's able to make her laugh and do whatever, even if she wasn't trying to give him the time of day.
Will always get you panties.
But because of the time that he was able to put in, I could never get that time. So I could never show who I really am to her or be able to put forth that effort. You see what I'm saying? I never had the time to. So to be a victim of circumstance, it always happened most times like either in school or like the workplace or something like that. So if you working with somebody, you kind of forced in a predicament to where you have of interaction.
That's why I work with all white people. I ain't got no danger.
Yeah, I agree with you. So who was that? Chelsea. So Chelsea, that's how we feel about that. You know, we are going into really long podcasts. I thought because we had less of the squad here, it'll be shorter. So look, write into us and let us know like y'all like this long shit or y'all like, look, y'all need to keep it more brief because we are running a little long. On this. So let us know what you think about the podcast. Again, you can hit us on any of the social media sites at TheAintShxtShow, or you can email us at TheAintShxtShow@gmail.com. What we about to move into while these niggas is passing chips all across the place, we gonna go into segment 3, which is our free smoke segment. Right. Free smoke is where we talk about any hot button issue or personal issue or whatever. It could be from politics to petty. It really don't matter. Based on what we've been talking about today, you know, I would like us to have this free smoke session about dating and dating mistakes. Season 2 of Insecure is about to air at the point in which we're, you know, recording this podcast. After you get the podcast, it'll probably already air because this is Sunday right now. And we also saw, you know, Bree and I and a few of the other team members saw a girls trip, which was about dating and dating, you know, mistakes and things like that. So what I want to talk about in Free Smoke today is, you know, we have a lot of listeners and a lot of people who are out here just dating or moved to another city. I personally moved to another city. I moved to Atlanta 2 years ago, almost exactly, right now. So let's talk about that for a minute. And again, like, if y'all feel like these shit's going too fucking long, be like, cut that shit, y'all. And that's what we'll do. So my question to the group is, okay, so T is in a relationship.
Yep.
Bree's not, I'm not. You in a relationship? No. All right. So Bryan's not in a relationship. So just normally it could be in the past, you know what I'm saying, or whatever. How do you normally meet new people as far as to go on dates with them? How are y'all normally doing that? Or when you were single, how were you doing it?
Well, unfortunately, I've never been single my whole adult life, but but when I was in my previous relationship with my ex-girlfriend, I was with her 7 years. I cheated on her the entire relationship, so I did go out and date.
That ain't shit.
Sorry, ex-girlfriend.
She cool. She got a house out of it. So
hey,
so look,
justice. Hey,
yeah,
if I got
good.
a house of it, it'd be worth it.
Right, she good. So look, so I did go out and meet new people and date new people, and I would meet them mostly at the bar. That's my vice. Going to the bar, drinking.
Do you feel like you meet quality at the bar?
No.
Or quantity at the bar?
No, it's not quality.
It's definitely not quality.
Definitely not.
Bar.
No, it's just something to do. I had a few one night stands back in my prime.
Ooh. Yeah.
Yeah, when I was with my ex, you know, meeting them at the bar, clubs, lounges, and shit like that. Right. But yeah, so that's where I met most of the people I dated. Yeah.
How do you feel about that, Bree? Like, where do you normally meet people? First of all, I'm gonna give a disclaimer about Bree. Bree is a very hard one to please. As far as, look, when Bree see you, she gotta know she want to marry you off gate.
No, when Bree,
just visually.
Bree don't want to get married. Listeners,
no,
don't be confused.
Married,
Bree just gotta know she's really attracted to you from jump.
Yeah.
Now that is probably hard to please. I agree with that.
Yeah, she
like I have to be really attracted to someone off jump, which ain't that hard. However, it's not that easy.
If y'all just knew what went on in this studio slash.
Wait a minute. What's attracted off the jump?
That's okay. So. Fresh and I have talked about that as well.
Yeah.
I can't necessarily
so
tell
much
you
going
what
on
attracts
in this
me off
full
jump,
studio,
but
guys.
I do have to see someone and be like, Now I don't mean literally like I just saw. Okay,
physically.
Right. Physically, but also, okay, so for instance,
I think Bree's more of a swag person, to be completely honest.
It's usually an energy I'm attracted to.
Word.
If you look at the people I've dated, for the most part, except for when I was really young, I'm attracted to a certain energy, okay?
Yeah.
They don't have to be the best looking thing out here, okay? But there is an energy that you're going to say, I could kind of see the energy, the vibe be attracted to, okay? I am attracted to a particular energy. Now, that doesn't mean that I see somebody on the street and I'm like, damn.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? But I could spend 5 minutes with them in the room and be like, nah. It's usually after, so most of the people I date, I will say this, I have met through mutual friends or at game nights or barbecues.
Game night is a hub for sex, people. Have a game night, invite your friends over, they gonna hook up.
Fresh is 100% accurate. Do you know how many of my friends, and y'all know which ones of y'all are out there, have hooked up at game nights? I ain't gonna throw no names because we kind of anonymous a little bit. However, that is so true, and I have hooked up with people at game nights. Okay, not
when she say hook up, she means she just
I've dated,
made that connection at game nights.
Barbecues. I don't think I've ever met someone at a club and dated them. Not to say that I wouldn't, but it just hasn't happened. But most times, because I am attracted to a particular energy, I'm watching their energy throughout the night. And I'm like, oh, like, I kind of like them. They kind of turn me on a little bit, But I really have to feel that in order for them to even get to the next level. Word. So, yeah, I think that's what was the fucking question?
And this is the point where
that was just a part of my question of like, what I mean, is it like a physical thing? Like I said, this is just me getting your perspective.
It can be a physical thing, but it's not necessarily a physical thing.
Physical only gonna get you so far.
Physical only gonna get you so far because I could determine that you fine as hell, and then 2 minutes into like feeling your energy, I'm like, absolutely not. But more often than not, most of the people I've dated, it's not like I looked at them like, oh my God, they're so fine. It's usually like after a night of being around them, I'm like, no, they kind of sexy. Yeah. That's usually what it is for me. Yeah. But I also like assertive people too. Like I can be assertive if you give me enough drinks, but I'm generally
She definitely can be assertive after a few drinks.
Fresh has seen me be assertive and say, can I get your number after a couple drinks? But generally speaking, you're probably going to have to be a little more assertive with me. And I am attracted to more assertive people also. That's just something that attracts me.
Well, that makes sense. Right. To me, you strike me as a kind of a more so of a feminine person.
Right.
It would make sense for you would want that other side of the nature.
But the thing about it is, to be completely honest, the person that you may view in her viewpoint is also the most aggressive. So, we went out to the movies. We said that a couple times throughout the podcast. And, Kiera Sophia, who was on the podcast as well, like, my nigga, like,
KK.
Listen, KK, she impressed the fuck out of me.
Go ahead and tell this story.
Right, so we outside, we outside my crib, and we all about to head to this movie. And, this guy walks by, and first of all, he's not black. He's either 100%. Caucasian or
Hispanic,
he's
maybe.
Hispanic. He's something with a little bit of a tint in his color. You know what I'm saying? He walked by, and so, everybody looked like, oh, like where he come from? Because he had like a movie-esque
He was very handsome.
He was a handsome guy.
Nice
you know
body,
what I'm saying?
He was working
so,
out.
My homegirl, like, she was real, like, aggressive with it.
Who you talking about, Kiera?
Yeah, Kiera was just like...
Her words were actually... Let me back up a little bit here. So, he came through and, he's fine, but I'm not interested. So, I'm like, damn, he fine, right?
Yeah.
So, to my sister, I'm like, yo, you see him? So, she like, yeah, he fine. But my sister, for the most part, has qualities more similar to me. Okay. So, she's not going to approach him, right? So, I already know that about her. So, I'm like, where KK at? Wait till KK get over here. I'm about to let KK know what's good. KK come over. She like, so excuse me. She like, excuse me. She like, you fine as fuck. Those were her words.
Her exact words, like a real G.
I believe
I'm looking at my nigga like with a tear in my eye, like, yes, nigga, do that.
I believe
like, yes, do that. And so he was totally, he totally down. But it would have been real easy for a car of women to just let this guy go by.
Right.
Because even like, when we were talking to Dear, who is Bree's sister, she feel like, you know what I'm saying, like
he need to talk to me.
He need to try to talk to me. First of all, people ain't always looking, and something like I'm like that too. Like I'm not a very aggressive type person. Now, don't get me wrong. I can mind fuck you into hollering at me. You know what I mean? Like I can come through, and I think me and my friends are really like that.
But that's a form of assertiveness. That's why I use the word assertive as opposed to aggressive.
Yes.
There's a difference. I tell people all the time, I want an assertive person, but don't be aggressive.
No, you're right. That is semantics.
It definitely depends. Like for example, like I only holla at women if they are into me, and even though I make the first move,
but you
didn't already got the vibe.
If I get that second look, like if a girl look at you, right? I'm like, all right, yes, she look, but when that second look come around, I already know what time it is. No matter if it was 1 second or
that is so good. That is such a good trait to have
for a guy.
For a guy or anybody. Yeah. Sometimes they look at you and you be like, oh shit, they looking at me like, let me look away, right? If you look at me the second time and I look back and I really look back,
yeah, I feel like most of the time, like especially like if it's a group, like for some odd reason, women roll in groups. So
all day.
So I'm gonna try to go like before, like who I was before, like the high school Bryan. I would probably try to like isolate you.
A year ago.
Yeah, but
class of yesterday.
Yeah, but now I'm kind of more so like, look, I'm a approach you in front of everybody.
Mm-hmm.
You dig what I'm saying? Like just so you know, just so you can see that it's not an aggressive, but more so of
it's just a little bit of assertion.
Assertion. Yeah, it is.
I don't even want to say
It's very
passive aggressive.
sexy.
Nah, it's not passive aggressive. It's
assertion.
Yeah. So let me ask y'all this: like when y'all out and y'all meeting people, this part a 2-part question, really. Like, what are the deal breakers? And based on the game and some of the topics that we talked about, would you date a major hub? A major hub is somebody who you can play that damn same game with that we played, that has been with a lot of people, that is knowingly been with a lot of people.
I've been there. I'm gonna tell you this, okay? So I didn't think I could date someone that had been with a lot of people.
Like knowingly.
No, knowingly. Yeah. Have been with a lot of people. I have been around their bitches that they have fucked before.
Ooh.
I personally don't have a problem with that. If you're friends afterwards, I really don't have a problem with that. Like, if you're friends afterwards and it's been 9 years,
right,
or it's been 7 years. Now, if it was last year,
something different.
I
ain't talking about just the people you know. Like, when you met this person, they like, yeah, that's such and such, and they fuck with this person and that person and that person, and you can point, you can touch, and you can feel these people.
Yes, I have been with that person. I don't have any regrets about being with that particular type of person. I think the person itself was just not the right person, right? But I probably would do that depending on the history behind the person. How far back were you doing
this,
right?
Fucking these chips up like, God damn, we recording your show.
They really good.
He the engineer, people.
But if it was 10 years ago at 32, or if it was, maybe 7 years ago at 32 and you were 25 and you've been with a lot of people, like, it is what it is. I really just don't want to, like you said, limit the pool that much. People do grow and people do learn, but a lot of people don't grow and learn. Yeah. So that's fine for me if you've been with a lot of people. However, like I say with everything, case by case basis. Yeah. Okay, I gotta know your mentality now. Yeah. I gotta know if you know why you were with that many people before. If you just like, yeah, man, fuck it, I don't fuck bitches. I fuck bitches now. Like, well, we on the same, we on different,
different ways.
Payment,
no,
right? So it's a case by case basis. I gotta know what I'm dealing with now, as opposed to what I was dealing with then.
I feel you. I feel like I'm a person that's, I'm a discretion type person. Yeah. I don't care. I can't say I don't care, because if your body count is on Black China levels, then I need to know why, like what happened. To be completely honest, the person like me, I couldn't fuck with a Black China. You know what I'm saying? However, I'm a person about discretion, because it's not about how many people you've been with. It's how many people can tell the story about how many people you've been with.
True.
You know what I'm saying? If everybody can run, if I say, oh, such and such is attractive, and a nigga can go down your line off a checklist like, yeah, they fuck with Ronnie, Bobby, Ricky, Mike, Ashley, Janisha, everybody. Like, nah, that's going to turn me off. Because I don't want to walk into a room and everybody be like his cheers, like, hey, what's up? Free pussy, free dick, free whatever. Free head. Like, oh, now you with that joint? Like, let me tell you the thing they do with their tongue. Like, nah, I'm not that person. You know what I'm saying? I really operate on a discretion. I feel like I'm grown. Everybody ain't got to know who I fuck, how I fucked, and how I fucked them. You know what I'm saying? Like, you get used to to attention, you get used to pussy. And I feel like we grown, because my sex life ain't just my sex life. It's that person's sex life too. So I can't go out here and be with somebody and then I'm with half of Atlanta, knowingly that I'm with half of Atlanta. You know what I'm saying? I read something on like a message board or something like that. I think somebody brought it to my attention where a dude was just like, yo, I've been fucking with this woman for like 6-7 months and I'm really into her, but I found out that she was like the hoe, you know what I mean, in her town. So I don't want to go to her reunion because I'm with the hoe of the town, even though I didn't like that.
Should you do your research then? Should you do your research?
But it's hard to do your research.
Well, how does one acquire the knowledge of how, the body count, right?
Yeah.
So
how does one, because let's say hypothetically speaking, I'm messing with some chick and she has been like the slut of Atlanta, right?
Right.
Like
and she the slut of Atlanta, you gonna know because I'm gonna tell you how you gonna know.
All right.
It's when I'm gonna tell you this.
Now put me on game. I want to know.
This how you gonna know. That's why I say it's a difference between what you've done and what you've let the world know that you've done. You know what I'm saying? If you go out with the slut of Atlanta, once you're out and about in the city, it's gonna come back to you eventually. It's gonna be, or she gonna be running into people that's her brother. She gonna have 15 brothers. This my
her best friends with somebody you fuck with occasionally. Then it's like, oh, such and such told me that. You know what I mean? Like,
and you gotta be willing to ask too, like. Look, I've asked. I was like,
body count or something.
You know the chemistry. Like I've been out with somebody, and I be like,
I don't care.
If I rock with you,
I don't care. Like I'm gonna say, I don't give a fuck.
I mean, it's different strokes for different folks.
If I rock with you, but like,
they should tell
prior
you.
to
I do think they should tell you. I've never been with anybody. I will say this that didn't let me know if they fucked the bitch that was in the room off gate. Now I will say that.
Yeah, I will.
I fucked somebody in the room.
I'll be there. I just want you to know I fuck with her.
Unless they was on some fuck shit. You know what I'm saying?
But I appreciate that. It was fine. That's part of the reason I can be okay with it, right? So we about to go somewhere and you're like, all right, so before we get there, Ashley gonna be there or whoever. Just throwing out random names. And we used to deal just in case to get, you know what I'm saying? But it was in college, whatever case may be. That's fine for me. You know what I'm saying? But so I think that people should let you know. However, not everybody's gonna do that.
If people ain't gonna let you know they giving out herpes, they definitely not gonna let you know they body count.
No, but I don't know. So like. I have never asked that. I have never asked anyone I'm with. I would never. Listen, so my thing is like,
that might not be a factor to you.
It's not. It's definitely.
I'm asking you, fresh. Like, do
it's
you
never
ask,
a factor for me.
How do you?
No, I don't ask. I'm not gonna listen. I'm not gonna ask you like, hey, how many people you been with? I'm gonna judge by how you carry yourself. If you carry yourself like
how you move,
I can't fuck with you.
Okay.
If you out here and everywhere we go, because. This is the thing, and especially in Atlanta, people are pressed to tell you what they don't think you know about somebody. Right. You know what I'm saying? So they gonna tell you like, yo, like, because people are haters innately. Right. But if the facts is the facts, and they telling you, people gonna tell you. Like, I don't think you should assume everybody is a hoe. You know what I'm saying? But it's been people like I lived in, Raleigh-Durham area for more than 10 years. And I roll up, people be like, damn, where you come from? Like, I never seen you, I never heard you. And that's how I want it to be. So I want a person who practices. It's not about the number. It's about how you carry yourself, in my opinion. So if you carry yourself like a hoe, or like if I go out with somebody, one of my first questions is like, when was your last relationship? Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? I personally, not a bad thing, but I personally, if you're constantly in a relationship, like it's 2 months in between every relationship you've been with, you're just a person that like to be with somebody. You know what I'm saying? And I'm just the next person to fill that spot.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? So it's about what you into, you know what I'm saying, what you actually care about. Like T said, T don't really care about that. And there ain't nothing wrong with that. If you don't mind walking in the spot with Black China, then that's fine.
No.
I'm not walking in the spot with Black China.
When we talk about,
you know what I'm saying?
When we talk about like okay, for example, like when you talk about a public figure, not even as far as Black China, but if we
I just use Black China because she's the first hoe that comes to my mind.
We're talking about hood wise, like as far as like somebody who is socially that public figure between our group,
a local celebrity.
Yeah. We kind of like Of course, we gonna have the same feeling.
Bree, you got 3 shots. You didn't give out a name.
Oh yes,
right?
I'm gonna get this first one until you go ahead and take that shot while Bryan's speaking. Thank you very much.
Go ahead. We about to wrap this up soon because we've been going extra long. I can't even go into this whole free smoke I wanted to go into. We're definitely gonna revisit.
Smaller.
We might have to do something like that.
But if when it's like that, I don't understand how if just like how I agree with her, like if it's more so on a sense of like I really rock with you,
right?
And I really know you, like I know you of how I know you, right?
That's cool.
Somebody else who probably did something that, like I'm with you. Like just the integrity.
So could you be with a local Black China? Is my question.
Could I be with a? It depends,
I could.
It depends on who the local Black China is to me.
Right. That's what I'm saying. So this is my thing is you're different with different people, right? So everybody's different with different people. That don't mean necessarily you're the same person. Like Kim and Kanye. Kim might be different with Kanye than she was with Chris Humphries, than she was with Ray J.
She was
a wonderful mother.
Right, exactly. She seems like a different person. So like this is my thing.
I respect that.
So this is my thing. Certain people bring certain things out of you, right? So my whole thing is like I could fuck with you, I could rock with you if you got a whole bunch of partners. I'm not gonna ask that question anyway. That's not my thing. It depends on how you make me feel at the end of the day. How I feel. It's all about me. I'm selfish when it comes to
what's innate.
Like how you said.
Listen, it's about what's innate to you.
True.
You know what I'm saying? Like certain shit don't bother certain people.
Right.
What I'm saying, as far as I'm concerned, it does bother me if I walk into a room and you got 5 people in your mouth.
That wouldn't bother me.
That bothers me.
That actually does not bother me necessarily.
That bothers
I just have to know, which is why I ask.
So I think that is
how
different.
many people they have been
Some
with,
people don't
so
care.
I can know. Give me a ballpark. Let's say you've been with 100
I won't
people,
ask how many people because I'm not about to tell you how many people I've been with.
Because I want to be like,
I'm not about to tell you that.
More than me.
If you get a vibe, I'm a hoe, then
and I can decide.
You should go with that.
But I've decided to be with people who have been with many people. You understand the point I'm making? So I'm not asking because I know I'm going to decide not to be with you. I'm asking because I want the information, because for me, who has only been with 5 people, it is important for me to know how many people you've been with. That's just something that's important to me. Now, I might be like, okay, you've been with 100 people. Let's get it cracking. But then I might be like, okay, you've been with 100 people. I don't want to get it cracking. So for me, personally, it's just important to me so that I can make the decision, okay? Now, you might say, Brie, I've been with 1,000 people. That was 10 years ago.
Well,
I'm not that person anymore, right? But I just want to know, for me, it helps me put my puzzle together. But my puzzle isn't everybody else's puzzle.
Right, that's
you know what I'm saying? So it's my puzzle. I want to put the puzzle together, and then I want to be able to be like, okay, well, these are the pros and these are the cons. You know what I'm saying? That's just, and that's part of my pro and con. It might be a con for you, don't mean I won't fuck with you. Right. But it just might be a con.
I don't got a whole lot of partners. I'm just going to put that out there for y'all think I'm a hoe out here because I would accept Black China.
I'm calling bullshit.
Well, listen, I don't have a whole lot of partners, but what I will say is I won't hold it against you if you do have a whole lot of partners, right? So like I'm not going to I'm not going to judge you based upon that because like you just different with different people. Some people bring certain things out of you. You know what I'm saying?
But it seems like most people bringing the hoe out of you. You know what I mean? That's all I'm saying. I respect the person who respect their body. You know what I'm saying? Like if you constantly out here giving your body away, it's nothing more precious than your fucking body, in my opinion. Right. So if you're out here just giving the shit away at random to niggas you don't know, that's not a turn on for me personally. So I cannot knowingly. Now, I'm not going to ask the person how many partners they've been with because I don't want a person to ask me that, and I'm not going to answer that. You know what I'm saying? But it's all about how you carry yourself. That's why I say more so it's more about discretion. Right. You know what I'm saying? Than what you do. You disease free and you ain't out here being plastered and being out here, as a whole. Me personally, I'm not going to mess with a local Black China. Right. But that's just me. That just what turns me off and turns me on. You know what I'm saying? No, I'm not expecting to get with a virgin. You know what I'm saying? That's not what I'm expecting to get with.
Will we date virgins?
Well, it depends.
No, not at at this age, I'm not dating no virgins because that seems like you'll die at the end. Like they'll kill you because you
can't leave people behind, man.
Yeah,
just they're virgins.
But if
you my age, no.
It depends on, but like
because you were saving yourself for God, and I'm probably not the person who's saving from that. That's the only thing I can get. Or you was ugly as fuck. Either way, I'm not down.
It depends on the person. It depends on the person. Like if you with somebody that like, let's say like we kind of look at credibility. Like if this person is credible as far as like I can understand why you would sleep with Bill Gates. We in it for the But if we're talking about a whack nigga I'm gonna be like yo you.
Why you
gave him the pussy? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like that's how I'm looking at it.
That's how I be. Like you fuck that nigga, you don't deserve to fuck me.
There you go. I'm a boss.
Everybody's done it. I've never been with no person that either before or after me, I wasn't like, for real. Yeah.
No.
It's impossible to be with somebody that you don't look like. Like, bitch,
you could definitely fuck with somebody where I respect it. Like I be like, oh wow,
there's nobody. I have never seen
that's true.
Chick.
But I've never been with someone who fucked with somebody that didn't have somebody in their past or something that I was just like, damn. Word.
No, word. That's true. That's true.
So I feel like it's a little, you know what I'm saying? Now I'm not saying all of them need to be like, because I got some friends that just make a habit of giving lame niggas pussy.
Okay.
They know who they are. However, it's somebody that you be like, yo, word, like it's one or two people that you like, come on.
Yeah, no, but if it's one or two people, as far as a woman goes, and it's somebody that's like kind of mutual a little bit, or like I know of, then I'm with you. Like it's a problem, like because if I like, it's just how I perceive people, because I hold myself to a high regard.
Word, that's all I'm saying.
So when you giving the pussy just to kind of somebody who I view as any old body, I'm kind of like, well, damn, bitch, like, here I am. I'm thinking I'm special. Like, I ain't really.
No, because ain't none of us special.
No, because at the end
of the day, nobody is out here too special.
And this is coming from someone who I said I haven't had that many partners, but I do feel like if I'm going to be realistic about the people I date, if I'm going to hold them to if I were to hold the people I date to the standard that I have, I would never be fucking to date nobody. So I just be like, okay, well look, let me just see how it is. Let me see how I feel. Let me see about the butterflies that you give me, and then I'll have some additional information that I can move forward with.
I think at the end of the day, it like for me, it's all about a respect for yourself type thing. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? And that's how I view the whole thing. You know what I'm saying?
It's so hard to find those.
No, I'm not saying it's been, nuns or virgins. But like I said, you carry yourself with a demeanor that when you walk out, people respect you. And not only that, the people that you fuck with respect you. If you came off as a jump off, you're going to be treated as a jump off. And when you go out, you can think you out here, with your Beyonce, and you actually out here with your Blac Chyna. But it's going to show itself. You know what I'm saying? It's going to show itself. We don't know. Beyonce could have cheated on Jay-Z 15 times, but we didn't know that because she don't carry herself as such. So it's all about how you carry yourself.
She could be Amber Rose on the low.
She could be Amber Rose on the low. You know what I'm saying?
And that's cool.
To kind of wrap this segment up, we definitely didn't get to all the topics because we long-winded as a bitch.
Hey.
But, to wrap this up, when we talk about, dating and going out here and meeting new people, what is just your general advice for people to just kind of keep in mind when they're doing that?
I just say be patient. Don't force it. You know what I'm saying? You can't force relationships. You can't force it on people. So just be patient and listen to your heart. Word. Like follow your heart at the end of the day.
Word.
I say, hope for the best, expect the worst.
That's Bree to the team.
I feel like hope for the best, expect the worst. The reality is everybody here fucking, everybody here cheating. So you're gonna pick the lesser of some evils in either case. Every once in a while, you might find a diamond in the rough or a unicorn, as Fresh likes to call it. You know what I mean?
Unicorn.
I definitely don't feel like you need to follow your heart 100%. Because let me tell you
follow
something,
your
sweetheart.
business sense.
I followed my heart, and that got me nowhere, okay? So I think you have to be, but when I grew up and I got smarter and I realized, damn, it's other shit in play besides my heart, I dropped on people, you know what I mean?
Right.
So I feel like following your heart is great, you know, but you got to have a little bit of balance. And people are who they are. Do not be delusional to think that you're dating someone that you're not dating. If you accept it for what it is, that's fine. What I do pride myself on is not having been delusional about no one I have dated. If I dated them, I accepted them for exactly who they were at that time. It wasn't, oh, they pulled the wool over my eyes. Oh, I found out they were a different person 7 months later, 2 months later. I knew exactly who the motherfuckers was from day one, and I dated them anyway, and then it worked out, and I still feel healthy and good.
So, healthy is the key here.
Right, I do. I still feel very healthy and good. You make mistakes, you're going to kiss a couple frogs, and it's okay. But just don't be delusional about who you dating. Know who they are, accept it. Don't let nobody shame you for that shit. Can't nobody shame me for nobody I dated. Everybody know what it was, who it was, what happened. That's what it is. Look at, I'm still alive and kicking. So just go with what makes you comfortable. I did what would make me feel comfortable, and I feel like that's important most of all.
Bryan,
engineer. I would just say do what's conducive to you. So if you know what I'm saying, like your happiness is paramount. So if whatever is conducive to you as an individual, I would just say go with that. Like if I know like, okay, this person is this way, and if it benefits me in whatever way I see fit, then that's what I'm gonna go with. You know what I'm saying? Because we all are different, and you know that's just who we are. We very picky. I mean, as human beings. So I mean, like, I would just say whatever kind of helps you. And I always use this term of like, I'm a boss. Like, you a boss of your own life. So you basically would have to do what's conducive for your business. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying?
Don't be afraid to be selfish.
Yeah. So if it's somebody who you don't like, you already got a whole HR. Yeah. Call them to, you know, all right, look, you gone. I can go and get you. You know what I'm saying? So that's what that is for me. Just just sum it up.
Word. I think my tips is be true to you. Don't settle. Okay. Don't settle. Listen, can't nobody tell you what your personal preferences should be. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? So if a person, again, it's all about finding somebody who bullshit works well with your bullshit. You know what I'm saying? Right. You're good and you're bad. You need to find somebody who balances that out. Yeah. Your friend might be into some shit and you not. Don't change who you are for the people around you. Be true to who you are and it will come. But also, don't make something out of nothing. Right. Don't get to a point where you're desperate and you're willing to take whatever. Right. And, you know, the quote that I picked for the end of this podcast, I think will really sum all this up. But again, like, what is meant for you will be meant for you. And just go out, but you can't do it from home though. That's the one thing I do want to let y'all people know about dating. You got to go out. If you into online dating, do that shit. Like, it ain't for me, but that don't make it a bad thing. Get in where you fit in. If you online dating, if you want to go to speed dating, if you want to meet people at clubs, if you want to meet people, what are your interests? Go to people that share the same interests as you. You know what I'm saying? And if a situation is just some sex, you need to look at it as just some sex. Right. Because your vagina or your penis ain't going to do something so spectacular that this person gonna want to marry you. I have a lot of friends that I talk to and they go out on one date and they already planning the wedding. No, that's creepy. That's scary. Male, female, don't nobody want that shit. So, you know, I say
don't. I had none of my friends doing that shit. I'm gonna tell y'all bitches, don't be stupid. Don't even come to me with that dumb shit. I just had to throw that out there. Like, nah, don't do that.
That's that U-Haul shit.
Tell your other friend. Don't tell me.
The U-Haul shit.
So we gonna wrap this show up because we went extra long. I thought because we had less people here, it was gonna be shorter. We might end up breaking this podcast up into 2 separate things. But let us know how you feel about the podcast. I want to thank you for listening. Make sure you subscribe to the show on wherever you listen to podcasts. Follow us on Twitter, IG, YouTube, SoundCloud. Rate us and leave a review. And I want to say this as the quote to close out the show, and it's related to dating. you never have to chase what God sent. All right?
Amen.
Hey. So until next time, peace.
Peace.
Bye. Holla.
That's it.
That was good though. It was extra long.